Jim, how important is this match for Rangers in the bigger picture of things, and not just this season, perhaps?
Yeah, it's obviously important. It's a trophy that we can obviously get our hands on. Last game of the season, so it's one last push, and yeah, it's obviously really important because you come to Rangers to win trophies, and this is obviously one that we put ourselves in the final, and we've got to obviously push it over the line and win the trophy.
Silverware up for grabs, but putting that to one side, is there also an element where you need to show that you can beat this Celtic team again for the bigger picture of things?
Yeah, we've obviously fell short a few times in games. I think we obviously need that extra 10-15% management during the games, and the key thing is taking our moments. I think that's the key lesson in these games, is when we do get the moments, is to take them, and obviously put ourselves in the best possible chance to achieve what we want to achieve. So yeah, it's obviously important to win the game, and yeah, I know all the boys have been really training really hard this week, and we're really prepared for the game. If it's 90 minutes, 120 minutes or penalties, yeah, we're all really prepared.
10-15%. That seems like quite a big jump you've got to find from your point of view. How do you go about bridging that gap? Do you think you've got the wherewithal to do it?
Yeah, I think the biggest gap is obviously the moments, what I mentioned. If you can take the key moments, the chances that you take, even defending the moments, then you put yourself in a real better position. The gap might seem big when I say 10-15%, but they're the key things in games which can win you games and make you lose games. So we've obviously got to improve on that and make sure we make that happen come the weekend.
The manager said last week he thinks this team's coming to the end of a cycle. Do you think it feels like that this will be a point where Rangers change dramatically moving forward? We'll see a very different Rangers next season.
It's football, and there's always moving parts with players, staff. People come and go. That's just the nature of football. So there's obviously people that are obviously out of contract, or if people come in for bids, it's the game of football. So whoever's going to be there the next season, so obviously it's going to be a different look of a different team. I can imagine the gaffer wants to strengthen the team in areas. So yeah, it's football in general, so there's always going to be changes.
Is there a feeling in the dressing room that it is the end of a cycle?
When you come to an end of the season, you come into an end of a season. It's not really, you look at it as a cycle. All the boys know, like I said before, that football, there's always moving parts and people come and go. So it's just a part and parcel of football. So it's about finishing the season off well, and then putting ourselves in a position where we come back stronger and fitter, have a proper pre-season under the gaffer, and push on from there.
There's a percentage of fans who've lost faith in this squad. What do you say to them to get belief back in them for the game on Saturday?
Well, that comes down to us winning the game. It's part and parcel where we've got to give the performances for the fans, and we've got to obviously get the backing of the fans, but that first and foremost comes down to us and the level of performance that we put on the pitch, and the best way of doing that is winning games. And to finish off this season, we've got to obviously win a game, which we always want to do anyways. We don't want to go into games drawing or losing. We always want to win every single game, and yeah, we fell short on a few games this season, but we've also got the League Cup. We lost out on the league, but we have a chance to obviously get another trophy, so we'll do everything possible to try and get that.
Where do you draw your belief from that you can beat Celtic?
Well, it's the team itself, the confidence that we have, as we said, with each other. We've already highlighted the key moments. If we take our moments, we know it'll be a different game. Even the previous games, if certain aspects were taken, then it would be different outcomes. But we've got to do the talking on the pitch. I can speak all I want up here, but we've obviously got to do the talking on the pitch.
For the guys that do potentially want James, do you sense an extra motivation from them to potentially try and go out on a high?
Everyone in that change room tries, to give the maximum for the team and the club. I've never seen anyone fall short of that. They work extremely hard behind the scenes at the training ground, and they try and obviously put that into a match. So everybody wants to end the season on a high. you obviously want to do it for the fans, your family, and you want to do it to the backroom staff that no one really sees, who look after you every single day, and you want to do it for everybody.
You've been through big changes in terms of the squad before. Does it feel that this squad does need another big overhaul and perhaps a reset under the manager heading into next season?
I think that comes down to obviously the manager. That's his decision. Obviously the board's decision. I'm sure he'll have ideas of what he wants to do next season. Obviously, if we lose players, so that's obviously higher than me.
Obviously, you both mentioned it the last couple of weeks, and I spoke about it. You spoke about it after Saudi interest. Are you as committed as ever to also winning a couple on Saturday, but then going into next season to try and take Rangers back to being champions again?
Yeah, like I said, I've got 2 years left. And I'm fully focused on my job in hand. I'm always fully committed. I give my everything every single day, and that's what I'll continue doing.
Last few, please. James, I wonder how special a moment this is for you as club captain. These Celtic Rangers Scottish Cup finals actually don't come around all that often. How do you feel about the occasion and walking out there yourself, taking the team out?
Yeah, it's obviously not happened in a long time, so it's for the spectators and the third parties. I think it'll be obviously a game that people will want to watch, and yeah, we're obviously going to relish the moment. We've prepared ourselves the best we can this week, and like I said, we only can do the talking on the pitch. I can say as much as I want up here, and even interviews with other lads, and we've just got to do the talking on the pitch and make it happen.
I went through January and February without losing a match. I think how did you tap into? That was probably your kind of the purple patch for the club during the season, wasn't it? Can you tap into that at all? How did you get back to that?
Obviously by winning. It's simple as that. We've identified obviously areas that we want to improve. There's always every area we want to improve and be better on. It's just about tapping into them moments, and like I said, it's about taking those moments as well when we do give it upon ourselves in the game.
Do you feel as though you've got players in the dressing room that can embrace the pressure of this occasion rather than be intimidated by it?
Yeah, I don't think the club would sign a player who couldn't handle the pressure of Rangers. To play for this club, you need to obviously understand the magnitude that you're going to be put under. If it's from the media, if it's from the fans, if it's from the demand that you come here to win every single game you're playing. So that's everyone who signs here knows the expectations. So you relish pressure as a footballer, and I could continue saying what I've been saying, but we obviously have to do the talking on the pitch. But I know the boys will relish this moment this weekend, and they'll be fully focused and fully ready for what the job in hand is. And we've obviously got to see it over the line. If it's 90 minutes, 120 minutes or penalties, we've got to make sure we see it over the line.